Soul Family, it's Breanne here. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome to Readings with Breanne. I thought it would be interesting to dive into the tarot today pertaining to the Vatican. I'm kind of curious to see what energy is coming up for the momentum of the Vatican itself. But as you guys know, this is a renowned place for its culture, its architecture, monuments, but it's definitely a big hotspot for its, let's say, dark secrets and controversy. A significant amount of conspiracies, or let's say dark secrets pertaining to helping war criminals, to heinous crimes, to holding, certain evidence from extraterrestrial life. But I wanted to really touch base today on pulling some tarot on the possible time machine. Now, the Vatican's definitely full of secrets, and I'm really curious about this bizarre one known as the chronovisor. Now, this is said to be, it's a rumored Vatican invention that allows you to see the past. So this is going back from a Vatican priest named Ernetti. Now, he said, or he claimed, he could observe the past with a time machine. So we're going to dive into the tarot to see and look into some of the energies of this. Is this true? Is this something that, could have potentially be hidden in the archives of the Vatican? Now, along with the chronovisor, there is said to be countless of certain texts and, let's say, relics, artifacts that are kind of contained, archived in the Vatican. So are these going to be things that come out to the public? Are we ever going to have knowledge of them? There has been no actual proof. I believe a book was put out about the chronovisor, but let's dive into the tarot and see what messages are coming out today. So before we dive into the chronovisor, I wanted to just ask the tarot, what's the energy and momentum of the Vatican itself? What do we have going forward for the Vatican? Are they going to be around for much longer? I mean, I know this is a place that's supposed to, let's say be holy, but there's definitely lots of dark energies and heinous crimes that have been committed and covered up or hidden within that let's say facility. So let's look at the general energy of the Vatican moving forward. Oh, we got some lots talking to us here. We have the sword energy, the stone, the dead end, and let's see what's on the back. We've got that tear energy on the back. Ooh, okay. So just based off this energy, like if we look at that stone, that's that, being weighted down, that heavy energy. And we also have that dead end as well. So it feels like this is kind of that feeling of certain, I want to say this is that thousands of generations. So this has been happening for a long time. This is a transformation over thousands of years with that stone. Lots of hastiness, lots of violence, backstabbing, but all of that is coming to an end here. We've got that dead end energy. And it also feels like this energy of using certain maybe weapons, using certain technologies to hold either certain people, like actual individuals, because we've got that teardrop as well. But holding certain things hostage, it feels like a really sad, dark energy. Like, look at all this darkness in these cards. We've got that dead end here. Look at the hand. Oh my goodness, like weaved in webs of just absolute chaos. Ooh, okay. Let's pull some tarot, because this is that feeling of like just being drowned in darkness here. It's being weighted down. It almost feels like I want to feel like that the word sacrifices are coming up as well. But oh, okay, let's see. What do we have? What does the tarot have to say pertaining to moving forward. What's the future looking like for the Vatican? You know what? Let me see. I don't know if I want to use this card deck. Okay, I'm going to use a different card deck. We might use that for some clarifiers, but I'm feeling a different one. This one's calling to me here. What do we have? What are the energies moving forward for the Vatican? Oh, jeez. I'm going to give this another shuffle because I just dropped a bunch. What are the energies moving forward for the Vatican? This card deck's a bit bigger. They're like oracle cards here. Okay, we got that Four of Wands, Seven of Cups, Strength in the obstacle, Four of Cups, Knight of Swords in reverse, all right, whoops. All right, so if we start off with this energy, if we look at this Four of Wands, can you guys see that? That's that energy of a celebration, things coming together. It's like happy, happy on the outside. Like, so there's a big energy of like on the outside, it's all, you know, community and coming together and celebrations and that connection and traditions. But look at the Seven of Cups energy. This is all about confusion. It's like things are not what they seem like on the inside here. This is that energy where you pick a cup and it could be, you know, a fire breathing dragon. So this is that energy of living in this fantasy reality where things are being concealed by the public here. It's almost that feeling with the Seven of Swords, which is all about, you know, certain lies, deceit, manipulation. It's like they're going into this realm of certain, let's say, altered states and working with like a lot of the darker occults with this energy. Like look at the Seven of Swords popping up here. So over the obstacle though, we do have that strength. So it's that that feeling of the strength, like they don't have the strength to hold things together anymore because this is the obstacle moving forward and they don't have the strength that they used to have. They're losing their power here, especially with this Four of Cups. So I feel like a lot of their technologies and let's say artifacts or whatever they had they were using have actually been taken away because this is disconnecting. Like they are disconnected from their previous I want to say technologies that gave them strength. It's like they're taken down here. So there's definitely that feeling of losing power. This is quite crazy, you guys, because look at this King of Swords in reverse. This is absolute, like, use of power in a bad way. This is the dictator. This is, you know, absolutely brutal, violent energy. But guess what? The Seven of Swords is in reverse. It's coming out. It's there. There is a cleaning of slates here. So they are losing their power. So this is someone, these are certain high officials or figures within the Vatican with this energy that have been losing, they have, I feel like, have had certain things taken away from them. And they're losing their power here. So this is them literally losing it and things are coming out. So this is kind of interesting that this energy came out with this deck. I was kind of expecting the Tower. I might pull a couple more cards here, but just seeing this King in reverse is showing how absolutely, you know, power hungry they truly are behind the scenes. So this is a lot of male figures, especially that are kind of like taking control of certain situations. They're just like power hungry, okay? A lot of violence, a lot of just oh, I don't like this energy at all. So let's pull a few more cards here just to see if we can get a little bit more information, and then we're gonna move on. I'm just gonna get a couple more cards here. What's the energy of the Vatican moving forward here? Five of Cups energy. So so this Five of Cups energy is that feeling that they are losing, my friends. There's that energy of any of this corruption is going down. Yeah, look at that. They're being blocked. Their psychic powers, their whatever they had that they were using to bring more power into their being, they're losing here. Look at that Ace of Wands. And we have a Fool, a new start. So it does feel like that energy of, what do we have on the back? Seven of Swords as well. Oh my goodness. Lots of stuff coming out, coming clean. It's not going to be easy to hear. There's a lot of sadness here. Lots of awful things and crimes that have been committed, that have been hidden within this whole organization. So pretty deep here, pretty dark, pretty deep. I was curious. I mean, intuitively with everything changing, it does feel like they are necessarily like they're not going to be around for much longer. I don't see us having certain, let's say, popes. It feels like a complete cleaning of the slate. Look at this, like this energy. If you look at this is like chambers, certain things happening underneath there. Certain, I want to say, with the Seven of Swords and the energy coming out, it feels like rituals, sacrifices. Like, look at the strength and the heart. So just like, I don't even want to like say certain things because it just feels so brutal. It just feels so brutal, but lots of dark energies and dark occults. I want to say like sacrifices keeps coming to my head here, with that energy happening underneath the Vatican as well, but it gives them more power. The thing is, they are losing, they're at this dead end energy. So all this dark energy that they have used to come into power is diminishing. They don't have access to doing certain things anymore. And a lot of it, I keep seeing, look at this, is like the pineal gland as well. A lot to do with the energy of the pineal gland when it comes to them. So what I'm getting with that pineal gland, it's like if you look at the Vatican, they have this structure. They have a statue of the pine cone symbolizing the brain, the right brain there. So the pineal gland within our the side inside of our brain, and this is that feeling is like they are all knowing. They have all this knowledge. It's like all this symbolism and dangling a carrot in front of the people, showing like we have all this knowledge, but you have to worship us. You have to, we're not going to just release that because we are almighty. It's that feeling of that symbolism, which is also why it's a statue at the Vatican there. Interesting. That's kind of the energy coming from that. Now with this Seven of Swords too, that really is that energy of um, it feels like getting caught here. So I feel like things are going to catch up to them. Um, let's see if we can get a couple more cards. Finances, okay. Definitely, I think they've got their own like banking system as well. So they fund certain criminal activities. Just it's gonna be a big look at that over I threw it over the Seven of Cups. So it's like a big shock when all this comes out, especially people that have really, looked up and, seen them as, these wonderful leaders and public figures. There's going to be a lot of confusion and a lot of shock when they come out to see how much it's like corruption has been involved, especially with finances there. Yeah, look at the authority figures as well. Imprisonment or slavery, interesting. So oh, yeah, look at, you know what? Look at this one. That's like those feeling of underground tunnels happening underneath the Vatican as well. Just a lot of dark unfortunate situations. So it looks like that's the general energy of where it's all leading up. It does feel like this is confession. I don't want to say confessions, but this is things coming, confessions that have been, or people that have been outsmarted. So things are coming to the surface. Definitely some, I want to say light at the end of the tunnel, but it's still going to be a lot of darkness coming to light here. Final card. Interesting. Spirituality and religion. So, wow. Let's move over. I really wanted to dive into the whole situation of the chronovisor. Make sure I didn't say the other word. But yeah, some tough energies here, guys. Some tough energies. Let's look at the chronovisor and see what's the energy of that. Is that something that did exist, or was that more of a made-up myth? What is the energy of the chronovisor? What were they? Were they using it for their ill intentions on certain situations and events to take certain power, bring up certain power in their organization? The energy of the chronovisor. Oh, we got a couple going on here. The storm, the ocean, gape, and we have the bridge on the bottom. We'll have to see what the tarot say, but if you look at that agape energy, that's that highest form of love, that's unconditional love. But we have that bridge here. So the bridge and the shadow underneath it. So it's kind of like they're using, if this technology exists within the Vatican, they're using it as a bridge to bypass certain higher forms of love so they can be more destructive. It's like working with certain destructive forces so they can gain power here. Kind of interesting that the ocean came up here. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what that one's all about. It's almost like the feeling of, they possibly using this as well to kind of, it's like this is related to being like submersed. I'm feeling like in the darkness, being drowned and submersed into water. So it's kind of that feeling of, I almost want to say the unpredictable situations here. It's like they're using this to their advantage to gain power, but there's something like a little bit, it's like unpredictable about the situation. I know they talked about even dismantling it so it doesn't ever get used or anything of that matter, because it was such a powerful device. So anyway, let's dive into it. You know what? I think I'm just gonna let's take a couple cards and see what is the energy of this actual technology. Does this chronovisor exist within the Vatican? Does this actually exist in the Vatican? The Empress, the Hanged Man, the Six of Wands, and we have the King of Wands, or King of Pentacles, sorry. So it very much does look like it was something that was put together. It looks like it's still possibly there, but it's being archived, it's hidden, it's somewhere definitely hidden with this energy. But it does look like from this particular energy here that this is very much a technology that could have existed, but it's being concealed with that hangman energy. Okay, so now that we got that question out of the way, let's look at what is the energies of this chronovisor. Is this something that is still being used? Is this something that is going to come to surface? Are we going to know about this at some point? Let's just look at the energies of this. Five of Swords, Two of Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So again, lots of look at all these five of swords, queen of pentacles in reverse is also that indication of like dark magic. Five of pentacles, a lot of heavy energy yet again. So did this chronovisor actually exist? It does feel like based off of this energy, it did. With this Five of Swords, this is something that they have definitely, let's say, hid. This is that feeling of hiding this. Two of Wands as well. So it feels like that fear of it getting out into the public and the collective, like people actually knowing the truths to certain things. So this would be an incredible machine to be able to go back into the past and view certain world events. So, you know, you could see how much has been altered over time based off religion and what they want you to believe, so they can be so-called these like messiahs. But anyway, so this Five of Swords and Two of Wands is like, it feels like this is an energy. Five of Swords, again, this is not fun. This is all about aggression, intimidation, the use of this certain thing in negative, for negative purposes, so they can gain power. I keep going to this Queen of Wands as well. So that Queen of Wands is that feeling of being out of control, danger. This is dark magic. This is my dark magic card in reverse. So kind of interesting there. We also have the Two of Swords and the Five of Pentacles energy. So online as well, it talks about how Ernetti was talking about this chronovisor and it was dismantled and no longer existing. So it's kind of interesting with these two energies, because the Two of Swords, it kind of feels like the energy of sitting on the fence about taking it down. The Five of Pentacles is kind of that feeling of, it's turmoil, it's kind of things not working out, and it's kind of interesting here because the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is things also not working out. So it does get this energy based off this tarot here of it potentially here being used. It's like this bridge of frequencies to view certain situations throughout maybe history, but it does feel like a little bit of a dismantling here, or something's definitely, it's hidden and unable to function properly. It feels like something's off balance with that Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like if this was to be almost recovered, it's like that feeling of it not actually working. So that's a little bit interesting that that popped out there. Now, there is a lot of energy based off the tarot to kind of indicate to me that this technology could have very much existed within the Vatican. But again, based off of here, like, was it dismantled? There was something not working. So who knows? Maybe this was even a bigger fabrication that was concocted by Ernetti to possibly hide or conceal something else that was going on behind the scenes. Let's see if we can get a couple more cards. What's the energy of this chronovisor? Screenshots. Inside scoop. Huh. Okay. What's going on with this chronovisor? Oh my gosh. Oh, we've got, okay, inside scoop, we've got screenshot. Looking, kind of getting a closer look at this whole technology. We've got, there we go, the High Priest. It's almost like, Yeah, okay, interesting. I think I might pull a couple more tarot cards on this. Let's see, what other questions can we dig into with this energy? And we have biblical energy as well. So this is quite incredible, you guys. I'm wondering if Ernetti was able to travel back or view and actually get, okay, he got inside scoop and actually got evidence about a very biblical time, such as the crucifixion of Jesus. Hmm, very interesting. I wonder if there is some kind of proof hidden within the archives here of an actual image. You know what's, I feel like something's coming back to me. When I was watching I can't remember. I was watching I think a YouTube video on this, and there's actually this one conspiracy, because this is one of Ernetti's claims, is that he was able to view the crucifixion of Jesus. But there was, I believe, a picture they claimed to be the actual picture of this happening. Now, whether or not it's real or not, I feel like there's kind of been some mixed stories on that. Let's ask the tarot one more time. Was there an actual picture, a real picture taken of the crucifixion from this chronovisor? Was there actually a picture taken? We got that Queen of Wands energy, Two of Cups energy. Ooh, you know what? Look at this. Look at this card. It's almost like, I know it's a lady, but it's like that image of everyone watching, everyone being around. Huh, this is quite interesting, you guys. Well, I don't know, my friends. Look at that bottom of the deck, Judgment. There very much could have been a picture that was snapped. If this is something that did happen, kind of interesting. Okay, let's see here. Is this thing still like, with this work, I'm gonna ask one more question here before we wrap up here. Is this something that, I know we kind of looked into a little bit of, is this something that would still be able to function? But has this been, I want some more clarity, has this actually been dismantled, I guess is my question. Has this machine, the chronovisor, actually been dismantled? Let's look at that one more. Has this been dismantled? Six of Pentacles. The Emperor, all in reverse. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. I'm gonna say yes, based off this. It doesn't look like it's something that's functioning anymore, and that's what we got last time, but I wanted to see again if the similar energy popped up. So pretty much exactly what this is telling me is there was a misuse of power, an abuse of power, and it has been taken down. So I'm not sure who has dismantled it, if it was, Ernetti or another scientist. I believe he was working with some people behind the scene, but it definitely feels like this is something that is no longer working here based off of this. Okay. All right, you guys. So we started off with the energy of the Vatican and where that's headed, and it does look like things are crumbling down and taking a turn with that Seven of Swords in reverse. This is things coming clean. Maybe you can say people whistleblowers coming out, that kind of feeling. But let's ask one more question, finalize it here in terms of like, how much, like, is this going to be coming out to the public in terms of we are very much going to see solid proof of all these things that have been happening behind the scenes? And I mean, if they're hiding all these dark ancient relics and artifacts, are they going to be open and available for the public as well? Are we going to know about these? So let's take one more card spread and look at the energy of that moving forward. What do we have moving forward in terms of the people becoming aware, information coming out. The eternal child is coming out. Oh, I thought it said the Pope. It says the poet. I'm like, how incredible would that be? So that poet and eternal child energy. I gotta say, this is quite a beautiful energy because this is showing, look at that, the destroyer on the bottom. Things are being destroyed, and this is all about the truth teller. Maybe even some children are going to come out, or like younger people are going to come out with certain statements pertaining of what has happened behind the scenes. But this is a big energy of this is literally the witness energy. Interesting. This is that witness and the truth telling coming out, and accepting certain things that have happened, and being kind of noted to, hey, this is what's really going on behind the scenes. Oh, interesting. What's the energy of things coming out to the public pertaining to the Vatican and the artifacts? Dark secrets and the artifacts. The world, you betcha, you guys. Nine of Cups. The Hierophant in reverse. Eight of Cups and walking away. Look at that. Nine of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups. This is quite an energy. I mean, this is not definitely a light feeling, but in terms of things coming out, we definitely have that World card. So it does feel like there is divine help. There's, a balance happening behind the scenes as well to bring things together here. And you got it. Look at this. This is literally that dark occult card. This is the Hierophant. Um, that's the tradition, the religion. This is indicating the Vatican, the all the individuals that have been partaking in certain activities, let's say. But this is in reverse. So this is being challenged. This is being challenged by people. I feel like multiple, like look at all the crows and the birds in the background. There's multiple, I feel like, individuals coming forward about what is happening. And it's this feeling of, we got Eight of Cups and the Nine of Swords in reverse. You guys, this is light at the end of the tunnel. This is all about opening up scandals. Oh my goodness. Um, and this Eight of Cups, this is, things coming to the center. We're not going to be able, usually this is that turning your back, walking away, but we are not going to be able to turn our back against information coming up here. Ten of Cups, look at that. Ten of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and that star energy as well. So we definitely have help with that star energy, with these three energies all together here, the star and the Six of Pentacles. So behind the scenes, things are cleaning up here. And it does feel like there is going to be definitely certain scandals coming out to the public based off of this. Oh my goodness. Well, let's get one final card. What can we expect? Let's get the angel numbers here. What's going on behind the background right now with the Vatican spirit? Excuse me. Okay, so this one's 1144. High vibes, you guys. Look at divine intervention. So this is, happiness that is lurking around the corner. So this is bringing high vibrations, bringing some of this crazy stuff up to the surface. So it definitely feels like there's that divine intervention with things coming out. It feels like there are whistleblowers with this. This is the witnesses coming out that have experienced this destruction, these negative things happening to them, like absolutely crazy things that we will not be able to ignore this. So wow. All right, you guys. So thank you guys for joining me on this tarot dive. It was kind of an interesting energies coming up here. Let's end this with a beautiful oracle. Let's see, what do you guys need to know at this very moment? One more message for the collective here. We, Grandmother of Jesus here. This is seeding the light and a divine plan, you guys. Look at that. Seeding the light and a divine plan. So these things are definitely coming to surface, and it'll be, I guess, interesting to see what kind of news comes out pertaining to this topic. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm wishing you guys all love and light on your journey, and until next time, bye for now.